Well, hello everyone. How you doing tonight? Woo, good. Well, welcome to beautiful Brooks Park on this gorgeous fourth Tuesday summer evening of 2024. I am very excited to be here. My name is Tom Yonka, and I have the privilege of being the conductor of the Harwich Town Band. Thank you all for coming. We like to start our program off with thanking a few people and some organizations in the town. We'd like to thank Eric Beebe and the Town of Harwich Recreation and Youth Department, the Harwich Highway Department, especially Steve and Wes, who come every Tuesday and help us set up, the Harwich Cultural Council, Cindy Williams and the Harwich Chamber of Commerce, as well as Carolyn Carey and everyone at the Harwich Community Center. Without all of these people and organizations, the Harwich Town Band would not be possible. How about a nice round of applause? I also want to give a very special shout out to the man with the camera, Mr. Jim Fulton, for filming our concerts nearly every week. Now, they put them on TV and YouTube. Thank you, Jim, and the Harwich channel for doing that for people who can't see us. So, thank you. We start every concert with our own theme song. It's by the late, great Milton Adolphus, who was a West Harwich resident and an outstanding composer. Now, I think that Gail gave you all the lyrics. So what we like to do, we play it basically 3 times. First time is the instrumental. The second time, I try to sing it with the band. And then the third time, we ask that you can all join in. So you might or may not know the words. I think you all have the lyrics in front of you. So enjoy it. Here is Harwich is the Town for Me. It has charm, it has grace, it's a beautiful place. Harwich is the town for me. Bogs of berries and sand, ponds and beaches so grand. We live in perfect harmony. San Francisco and Boston have treasures well known, but we're happy in Harwich with treasures of our own. So join in and rejoice, and we'll sing with one voice. Harwich is the town for me. It has charm, it has grace, it's a beautiful place. Harwich is the town for me. Everybody, bogs of berries and sand, ponds and beaches so grand. We live in perfect harmony. San Francisco and Boston have treasures well known, but we're happy in Harwich with treasures of our own. So join in and rejoice, and we'll sing with one voice. Harwich is the town for, Harwich is the town for, Harwich is the town for me. Some of us love that theme song. Some of us don't. But we finally got it right. It only takes 4 weeks for us to get it right. So. Like I said, thank you all for coming. You have come on a very special night. It's a bittersweet concert for us, as we will be celebrating the life of my predecessor, the late Maestro Peter H. Cobb, who passed away in December. Now, we have some very special guests tonight. Peter's family is here. His brother and his sister-in-law, Nathan and Marjorie Cobb, are sitting right here from Boston. His nephew, Ethan, and his wife, Laura, and their son, Jonathan, came all the way from South Korea to be here tonight. So thank you both. How about a nice round of applause to welcome Peter Cobb's family. Thank you all for coming. We really appreciate it. So tonight's concert is going to be filled with Peter's favorite music. He led the band for 14 years, starting in 2006, right through 2019. And in those 14 years, he did some amazing things. Now, we're going to start with a song that was not only one of his favorites, and it made him very happy, but it was pretty much his theme phrase. He loved to say it. So tonight, we're going to play for Peter, Strike Up the Band. Like I said, this performance is a memorial concert for our dear Peter. And we wanted to play something really special that we thought would be appropriate for a memorial concert. Now, I got together with Marcia Hempel. She's the music director of the First Congregational Church down the street in Harwich Center. And we decided on a piece called Homeward Bound. It's one of the most widely performed chorals pieces of all time. Marcia is also the music director of the Harwich Women's Chorus, which is a wonderful group of all-female singers who perform in Harwich and rehearse at the church. So I asked Marcia if her group would be willing to sing at Peter's concert, and the answer was a resounding yes. So let's welcome Marcia Hempel and the Harwich Women's Chorus as they join the Harwich Town Band in our tribute to Peter in a song called Homeward Bound. Wasn't that beautiful? Now, Peter enjoyed the 4th of July. He enjoyed a lot of holidays. In fact, every year, our Independence Day concert, he would schedule as much patriotic music as he could find. His outfit was always a nice red jacket, a white shirt, usually a patriotic American flag tie, and of course he had these nice sharp blue shoes. In fact, he called this annual concert our Red, White, and Blue Spectacular Concert. So the band is now going to play a song with lyrics written by a true Cape Codder born in Falmouth, Catherine Lee Bates, and the Harwich Women's Chorus will be accompanying us again, singing Catherine's wonderful lyrics. Here is America the Beautiful.
years ago, Peter received a call from a man who was going to be married on Nantucket. He told Peter that his future wife had a favorite song and was wondering if the band was willing to play that song on the island after the wedding in Massachusetts on August 21st of 1938. He graduated from Newton High School in 1957. He graduated from Harvard College, where he was student conductor of the Harvard Band as a music major in 1961. He earned a Master's of Arts teaching degree from Harvard in 1962. Now, one of Peter's favorite composers was Leroy Anderson, who studied composition at Harvard and received his Master's of Art in Music in 1930. So tonight we will play a few pieces by Leroy Anderson, the first being his #1 hit of 1950, and this was a favorite of Peter's as well. Here's Blue Tango.
One, two, three, four.
was the destination for countless Cape Cod trick-or-treaters every year. On the eve evening of October 31st, hundreds, I mean hundreds of happy kids would go to their neighborhood and they would give out thousands of pieces of candy in a safe place. Another of Peter's favorite things to do was for the Harwich Town Band to play at the Cape Cod Technical High School graduation ceremony just up the street on Route 124 every June. Now, during the course of his tenure as conductor, he saw nearly 3,000 students graduate. And as a fun tribute, we are going to play the classic song played at all graduations and something you usually never hear except at graduation. Here is Pomp and Circumstance, also known as Fanfare and Procession. Are you enjoying yourself? All right. How about another round of applause for Peter Cobb as well as the amazing Harwich Town Band. Now it's time for our march around. And when Peter was conductor, instead of American flags, we used to do a hat parade where everyone would put on different hats and march around the bandstand. So tonight, we're still going to use American flags, but I would like to present Peter's family with our new official Harwich Town Band hat for them to wear and show their Harwich Town band pride across the world. Come on up and we'll do our march around. So we're going to have Beverly and Laura's going to pass out little American flags. And we're going to start right here. We're going to go counterclockwise. But because we're so big and we don't sit in the bandstand anymore, we're going to march around the band. And Mark Carney has been one of the leaders of the march around every single week for 150 years. Thank you, Mark. So Mark and Beverly will lead you around. So don't be shy. Kids of all ages coming on down. Your cats, your pets, your dogs, whatever you like. Come on down. We'll do a nice march around. You know, I spent a lot of time with Peter Cobb during the years, as did a lot of our band members. He was friends. He wasn't just our conductor, but he was also friends with quite a few of us, really close friends. Peter and I would choose some music together once in a while, and we would talk about things, and he liked to talk about the band, he liked to talk about the band members, and one of his favorite musicians was one of our flute players. And she is now a retired music teacher herself. When Peter needed an arrangement of Old Cape Cod and we couldn't find a good one, this person stepped up to the plate, made an arrangement just for the Harwich Town Band, and Peter also loved the arrangement so much, and she has such a beautiful voice that Peter wanted her to sing it. So as a special treat tonight, Harwich's Beverly DiPolo will sing her own arrangement of our unofficial theme song, Old Cape Cod. Come on up, Beverly.
Fond of sand dunes and salty air, quaint little villages here and there. You're sure to fall in love with old with an ocean view. You're sure to fall in love with old Cape Cod. Winding roads that seem to beckon you, miles of green beneath the skies of blue, church bells chiming on a Sunday morn remind you of the town where you were born. If you spend an evening, you'll want to stay, watching the moonlight on Cape Cod Bay. You're sure to fall in love with old Cape Cod. Winding roads that seem to beckon you, miles of green beneath the skies of blue, church bells chiming on a Sunday morn remind you of the town where you were born. If you spend an evening, you'll want to stay, watching the moonlight on Cape Cod Bay. You're sure to fall in love with old Cape Cod.
Beverly DePolo. Used to be the singing rage Miss Patty Page, but now it's the singing virtuoso Miss Beverly DePolo. Thank you so much. Now, our next score, we play at the last concert of every July and the last concert of every August. Ashokan Farewell is a piece of music composed by folk musician Jay Unger in 1982. It was used as the title theme song in the PBS television miniseries The Civil War and was actually included in the album Songs of the Civil War, even though it was composed in 1982. To wish Peter a fond farewell, many of the band members expressed to me that they would really like us to play this song at the concert for Peter. So tonight, our own Lonnie Giusetto will be playing his solo on his alto saxophone. This is in honor of Peter. Here is Ashokan Farewell. With Peter's affinity for both Christmas and Leroy Anderson, our next piece couldn't be more appropriate. We have played this song at nearly all of the Harwich Town Band holiday concerts during Peter's tenure as well as mine. It's fun and very recognizable, and at the end is the most important part, when one of our trumpet players, who we also call an equinalist, Mike Hayes, will do his best to sound like a horse, of course. We also have our alto sax player, Linda Ladek, is going to come up here and play. This is called a Schellenbaum, or jingle tree. And she always does this at the holiday concerts, and it brings down the house. So welcome, Linda. Welcome, Mike. Here is Leroy Anderson's Sleigh Ride. Now we're just about done with our concert. We'd like to end our performance with one of Peter's favorite marches, followed by our national anthem. On behalf of the Harwich Town Band, all of its musicians, both past and present, all of our audiences, as well as a grateful town, and myself, I would like to say a great big thank you, Maestro Peter H. Cobb, for all he did for our community and to make it a better place. Thanks, Pete, and thank you, Peter's family, for coming. There's fairest of the fair, and if you're able, stand for our national anthem afterwards. The Harwich Town Band, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, Peter, for all you did for us. Thank you all for coming. Take care. Have a nice week, and we'll be here next Tuesday, unless it rains. Take care, everyone. Thank you.